Go. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Morning,
Morning, sir.
So we have lots and lots and lots of energy on the room today because we have got some amazing students with us. And Deep, they have been really excited to be talking to you. And these are really driven by doing something because these are students who have either participated in the PIT challenge that we organized or have been part of our mindset curriculum bootcamp that we are doing with the Delhi government. And
Awesome.
so these students have a lot of questions. So I will keep on getting requests and I'll try my best to answer everybody and share their questions with you. And I hope I'm able to do that. But before that, I also want to thank our partners for today. They are ECEL from Indian Institute of Management, Kolkata, and they have been wonderful and supportive to organizing this program and also spreading it, spreading it further to all the students. So we are hoping that there are a lot of management mind today on the webinar as well as we have a great freewheeling interaction. So again, I will mix and match and try to get all sorts of questions in and hopefully I'll be able to justify that. We have today Mr. Faizan. So hi, Mr. Faizan, how are you? Can you hear me? So he is an innovator as well, Deep. I think wrong place to make introductions, but still he is on our advisory board and he's an innovator in the US right now, credited with I don't know how many patents. I lost the count. I lost the count. Looking forward to your attendance as well and great questions coming from you, sir. Great. So with that, once again, welcome everybody. This is Youth Startup Network's session today, webinar today, where we talk every Sunday morning, 11 a.m. about entrepreneurial mindset and skill set. And today we have the super amazing Deep with us, and he has been credited with so many innovations and so many creative products, campaigns, and a lot more that I think I will have to read out a big list. But what I can tell you is that if you talk about somebody who's really taking female hygiene problems head on, it is Mr. Deep Bajaj. So with that note, I would request Mr. Deep Bajaj to just share with us that what has been your journey, Deep. These are kids and I know they just want to know what have you done, what did you study, and how did you start this? So with that question, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much for having me over, guys. I know Sunday takes a lot of effort to wake up and be up for an 11 a.m. call. So hats off to you guys for taking that effort to do it. Good to connect with you, Mirza, as well. I think it must be night for you still there. And so yeah, my introduction, there's nothing interesting about what I do. Amit was just kind, with his words. But we basically are a startup and we are trying to solve those intimate and menstrual hygiene issues faced by women which are not addressed in our country. Or it is nothing beyond that. It's just as simple as that. We have a list of problems that I thought should be solved because, I'd observed some of those challenges being faced by my wife. Now I have two young daughters. So by the time they grow up, I hope we would have made menstrual hygiene, a little more, I would say, easier for them, when it comes to challenges. So to give you an idea, we started with dirty toilets. Usse pehle koi solution nahi hote the, when it comes to dirty toilets for women. So because men can just stand and pee and avoid the seat, women had to wipe the seat or make chairs. So we came up with India's first female urination device. We got a design patent for it in 2015. It's a device using which women can stand and pee in all dirty toilets, unfriendly toilets. And then we went on to build another product on the Peabody platform for which we got a full patent, which is for testing of pregnancy. वो भी बहुत बड़ा challenge था. You had to pee into a container, then take a dropper. So we integrated the HCG strips onto Peabody, and to today you can test jaundice, UTI, etc. Similarly, menstrual hygiene space for menstrual pain, we have solutions. We have taken after rashes, disposal of sanitary products, lack of alternate menstrual hygiene products, maybe we have tampons, cups, etc. and for family hygiene, we have Bodyguard. But I think this session is not really about, what we've done. It should not become that. Anybody who's interested, I'm happy to, connect offline. I think it should be more about interaction with any challenges that you feel you're facing or you believe startups do not face, and I'm happy to break those myths. I think that should be the focus of today's session.
Great, Deep. Thank you so much. I have just to get the ball rolling, I wanted to understand, and sort of for the benefit of all our participants today, that what does it take to actually have a culture of innovation around you in your organization, and to have creativity and innovation as the main aspects while you go about doing business. Sometimes, and unfortunately, they go backseat. But in your case, they have been at the forefront. So how, I mean, two questions here. One, how do you manage yourself, making sure that they remain in the front? And how do you make sure that within the company as well, that finds prominence?
I think it's about inviting the right sort of people to join you. और सही लोग join ही आपको तब करते हैं when they know that this is just not a packaging job. Like in the sense that, we had the option to launch some simpler products as well, and sell was ज़्यादा बिकते हैं. In the sense shampoo, conditioners. Okay, let me not talk about shampoos. I'm a bald guy. But other products, it's easier to sell some of those products. But we decided to slog it out with products जिसके अंदर हमें habit change करनी थी. Like the habit changing onus lied on us. Women standing and peeing in India was an unheard of thing. अभी भी लोगों को नहीं पता है. But we have not given it up because some other products started doing well. And we do it because I believe somewhere we did not get into this business just with an objective of saying, let's launch another brand. There's so many brands in personal care, in food, in other consumer segments. And I think that is something the team looks at. And now the team of people that we have feel equally passionate about ab kya problem solve kare. So we do not really celebrate as much as revenue milestone, as much as we celebrate problem solved. Wow. जैसे जब हम menstrual cup की बात करते हैं, when we talk about menstrual cup, which is not our innovation, but the problem we were trying to solve there was a lot of sanitary pads, when they hit the landfills, they stay there for a long time. Now, till the time incinerators in India come up at every place, wo problem rahega hi rahega. So we thought, what can we do about it? We came up with cups. We started talking about it. And today we measure impact by saying, these many tons of non-biodegradable waste has gone to the landfill because of us, because there are about 3 lakh women who are now on cups. With Peabody, we look at it by saying, कि इतनी सारी लड़कियां जो प्रेगनेंसी के लास्ट ट्राइमेस्टर पे जिनके लिए मुश्किल हो जाता था, आज वो पीबडी की वजह से एटलीस्ट दे कैन गेट अराउंड देयर डे अ लिटिल इजियर. So this thing goes from top to bottom. That is what is measured, and that is why it has been at the forefront also, because I think that all of us, and there's no top and bottom in our case, everybody is at the same level. There is an open door policy. We don't have like closed cabins. The doors are always open. It's an open culture to say anybody can walk in and suggest what is doing. In fact, there is a reward for everybody who suggests a new product and we launch it. So last month, our office boy won the prize because he had suggested a product that we launched. So kahin na kahin, that has to be part of the DNA. See, at the end of the day, the company is not a product ever. Any startup is never about the product. It is always the team. It is always the team that sets you, aside in the market. I don't know about tech products. I'm talking about physical products. In the case of physical products, it's the team. And what do we do, or at least what do I do for my sanity, and how does it keep going? Obviously, जब आप कुछ अलग करने की कोशिश कर रहे होते हैं, तो बहुत दिक्कतें आती हैं. And when you're trying to be at those issues, I think first couple of startups that I did were still challenging, and I didn't have this formula. But today I have a formula which I love to share with everybody. That whenever you're starting something, for your own sanity, just keep 3 things in mind, to say the least. One, anything and everything takes time. Any story that you've seen overnight rich, overnight, great sensations, they also come down equally fast, right? So the first philosophy that I follow today is anything that I'll start would take about 1,000 days. So am I willing to commit my 1,000 days to it? Agar aap 1,000 days usko de sakte hain, by saying that in these 1,000 days, things will go right, things will go wrong, there'll be good days, there'll be more bad days, people will leave, your employees will leave, your competition will copy your products, they will poach your people, everything will happen. But I will not give up before 1,000 days. That's at least in my case, it has come true. And I'll tell you my background. So that's first. Committed to it for 1,000 days and then see it through. By the time it is the 1,000th day, you've learned all the lessons. सब कुछ सीख चुके होते हो. Notices भी आ चुके होते हैं. Compliances भी सीख चुके होते हो. You've learned the products also. You've dealt with insurances also. So you learn all that. That's first. Second, to me, how I maintain. So that's first, which is always there. That I knew that it'll take 1,000 days. I'm trying to change habit for Indian women. Now we also sell our products in the US, and that 1,000-day philosophy was there. Second, and the one is that we are not gods. आप या तो मुझे ये बता दो कि आप ये करो दीप बजा दो 100% successful होगा. There is nobody who has a silver ball, who's a crystal ball, who can gaze and say, this is the best strategy. World is changing every minute. So second thing that we at least keep telling ourselves, the 2, 3, 4 people who I believe are very close to me, is like, we are not God here. We'll take decisions. They will either go right or they will go wrong. There is no third way. And nobody can guarantee anything. So do not get into the analysis paralysis. Again, I'm saying not for tech, but normal products. Do it. Go for it. Do not be married to the outcome. Unfortunately, in our part of the world, सिर्फ successes को celebrate करते हैं, failures को celebrate नहीं करते हैं. Which is where innovation does not happen too much here, because we're trying to follow templates which have proven a success. But there also no guarantee. So second is, I'm not God. I'm taking decision. I'm taking it with my best intent. I have done reasonable research to know that there is a need for a product like this. I do not have case studies, but I will go and solve it for my customers. So that's the second. We are not gods. You take decision, they'll go right, they'll go wrong. And third is obviously, to stay positive at all times. Very, very important. In which you should choose your mentors very carefully, your advisors more carefully. And in that, I had written a small blog once, which was about the importance of having the people who. So I'm all for this. I'm all for criticism. If you're giving me constructive criticism, we are always on. But there are people who give you destructive criticism. So you have to just be a little watchful on that. So have people around you who constructively are criticizing. No problem with that. Their objective should be to set you on the right path and not only outrightly reject your idea. And those sort of people you should always keep close. So those are the 3 things which I keep in mind and keep my sanity.
Sir, may I ask a question?
Who is asking a question?
Sir, Rohan.
Go ahead, Rohan, sir.
Yes, sir. Sir, what is the meaning of outterm?
What is the meaning of outcome?
No, sir, outterm. OUTTERM.
OUTERM.
Yes, sir. Outterm your business.
Outterm your business. Okay, so that's a new jargon coming in.
Yeah. Well,
and I think we will all have to research.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
Okay, am I audible now, Amit?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay, I'm sorry to jump in deep, if you allow for a second.
Go ahead.
So, Rohan, you mean to ask out term or term out?
Yes, sir. Term out. Yes, sir.
Okay. Probably Deep will take. If Deep is not taking, probably I'll take the question when we go into the question and answer phase, and we'll answer that.
Okay, sir.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
All right.
Deep, if you are not taking this, I will take it, and in the Q&A section we'll answer that. Okay.
Awesome. Yeah, let's do it at the Q&A.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. So we have that question on. We will answer that soon. Okay. So I think we will start having questions coming in the chat now. And again, for just the benefit of keeping the ball rolling, I want to ask Deep another question to you. When you said that there are lots of ideas and it comes from anywhere within your office, and you need to have a sort of ear open for constructive criticism as well. So while all of that still has to happen, how inside your head, right, as a founder and as somebody who's going to lead the pack, this all has to again be balanced inside your head first. That who's constructive, who's destructive, while I keep all the options open, I still need to have a semblance of discipline, work to be done, and it's not a sort of a free for all. But you know, you need to have some system around, just so that the work also flows, whereas it does not stop.
Yeah.
How do you manage that?
So let me elaborate on that point of constructive criticism a little. So I met this monk in New York a couple of years ago. His name is Dandapani. You should look him up. I'm sorry. And he talks about this concept of energy vampires. Okay. He says that we are all human beings are made of energy, right? You enter some place and you instantly feel, wow, what a great vibe to the place. There are some people who you speak to and you feel, hey, I like talking to that guy. There's some people who are like, oh, I don't like him, you know. It's all energy that is flowing, right? You're getting vibes. So from his philosophy of energy vampires, I drew out a list of people. So when I meet people, the ones who have to work with on a longish period of time, I would say that I put them in two sections. Is this an energy vampire for me? Is a normal person? An energy vampire is, if I speak to you for 15, 20 minutes, and if I feel completely drained out, no matter who you are, you could be my mom, you could be my dad, you could be my cousin, you could be my brother. If I feel drained out, I know when to switch myself off, right? If you are somebody who is giving me criticism, it is constructive for my business, you are not in that list. I will always listen to you and try to come back with a better product. And an example of this could also be drawn from, let's say, I don't know, आप लोगों ने कितनों ने महाभारत के बारे में सुना है या उसकी स्टोरी के बारे में जानते हैं, but in Mahabharata there were two warriors, you know, there was Arjun and there was Krishna and there was Karna, and for both of them they had their charioteer, right? So for Arjun it was always Krishna, and for Karna it was always King Shalay. Now as the tale goes, whenever Arjun was in doubt, saying, you know, oh, well, I can't do this. How can I kill my own cousins? Should I fight this war? Which is almost like a startup, right? Every day there are situations similarly coming. Arjun would always be faced with these questions of, you know, question marks, dejection, demotivation and all of that. And he had Krishna as his charioteer. In our case, you can say as our mentor, who would always tell him, "Nahi, yaar, you're good. Be at it. You're doing good. See, you did this so well. This is an area to improve. We'll improve this area." On the other hand, there was Karna, who was a better warrior, more confident, knew what he wanted, was determined. And whenever he had slightest of doubts, his charioteer or mentor in a similar parlance would further pull him down to say, yeah, you're right. You know, we should not do this. It's not good. Don't fight it like this. Don't do this. Don't do this. You will not do it. See, the guy is better. Your competition is better. The other person has better team. The other person has more money, in a similar way. So those distinction, when you're able to draw in your business, you can keep such people at bay. So it's important for you to conserve your energy. And that's how, at least I have started to do. So I don't know if I've clarified that, but that's how the concept works. Yeah.
Great. Thank you. Thank you for that. So I think we have some questions coming in. So the first question Vinod ma'am has asked, and she says that after generating the ideas, planning and etc., how to manage finances, all boils down to how much money you could manage.
So I would say, ma'am, if it's a new idea, in our case, how did I manage? I can tell you that. So my journey has been, I started with events, which was a bootstrap business in 2006 till 2010. And I exited that business, made some money. I got into handmade carpets. My wife is a carpet designer. We still do carpets for hotels. Bootstrap, still running. Then I got into this business. So somewhere the philosophy was very clear. It's only the customer dollar that takes the business forward. And if you ask me today, I would say the same thing, that it shows a lot of commitment if you have put in your own money and time in the initial years of the business. There are a lot of startups who get funded at the concept level. I have not done it, so I don't know it. I have in all the cases, you know, built businesses, and then in this business, yes, we did raise money, but we raised money by the time we had done some traction already, you know. So that's my suggestion to everybody, that if you have an idea, first few years, please bootstrap it. Go to this community called friends, family, and fools, as they like to call it, who are willing to put money behind what you're saying. Incredible commitment it shows. You know, if you are a founder, you are expected to know answers to most, or at least be known for finding answers to most of the things. Finance is one aspect of it. Team is another. product is another. So when any angel investor, when any investor is putting money in you, any VC is putting money into you, he knows it very well that their product, no matter kitna strong dikhta ho, it is never the final product. Product will evolve. What they want to know is, are you that person who, when faced with a problem, will be able to find a solution? Finance, similarly, is one of the problems. It is good. It is advisable for you to arrange it on your own. Not only will it teach you the value of it, it will also help you rise up in the eyes of somebody you're going to ask money from. Like in our case, we said that we had put in about $100,000. We had given in 2 years of our lives. We are serious about it. Whether we get your money or we don't get your money, business to chala ke hi rahenge, this will be a success. And that's where some of the investors saw merit. We now have investors who are reaching out to us for our Series A. Now we are picking, because somewhere जिस philosophy पे business बना है, उस philosophy पे it is at a point where it is sustainable. I mean, we are at a place where we've been PAT positive for last 2 years, and I think that's how we're building at least our business.
Great, thank you.
Hi Deep, morning. I'm Seemanth here. Sorry, I got disconnected in the start, so we couldn't just say hello.
No problem. Hi.
Okay, so I totally agree with you on this point. But when you have invested some part in your business, then only someone comes in and puts another penny in your pocket. So we have a next question from Vinay Shekhar. So it is related to that only. Was it ever the case that lack of finances led to aborting some ideas? How did the company go about it?
I think that involves around finances about ideas.
Lack of finances.
Lack of finances. I'm sorry, the question.
A Q&A session, and then I think I will answer that question. I thought I will answer that question at Q&A session, but then since Deep is not here, so Rohan, you there?
Yeah, Rohan is here.
He's always there.
Okay, Rohan, so you asked about the term out. So normally term out is an accounting concept. So what we do in term out is, if a company has a short-term loan and a long-term loan on their balance sheet, so what they do is to increase their working capital, they capitalize the short-term loan as a long-term loan. And the short-term loan term out, like it is not as regarded as a loan, anymore on the balance sheet. So that process is called a term out. The capitalization of a short-term loan in a long-term loan on the company internal balance sheet, right? It's called as term out. Do you understand that? And I'm so sorry if I'm not able to explain you very well. I'm an aerospace scientist. I do the rocket stuff. Not an accounting guy by any means. But since I have businesses which we run, so these are the term. So you said out term, so I thought no, you might wanted to ask term out, so that's why I thought I will answer this. But then this is what it is.
I'm so sorry, guys.
As far as
I think there was some disconnection.
Okay, so great. Welcome back. Thank you.
Sorry, really sorry, guys. Yeah.
No problem.
It's an everyday issue nowadays, networking.
Yeah, man. It's like it just stops working. But yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry, I was taking a question at that time when I lost out. You can say that.
So just in conjunction to the first question to finances.
Yeah.
So the next question is from Vinay Shekhar.
Yeah.
Was it ever the case that lack of finances led to aborting some ideas? How did the company go about it?
So it happens every day. किसी भी stage पे, किसी भी company पे, there is never a point where they can say that we have enough money to do everything. Otherwise, bigger companies would never fold. Look at where today the challenges that WeWork is facing, and you never know. So many other companies, Yahoo, for instance, scale. At one point, they were going to acquire Google. There was a time when they had the option, and where it went. So money can never be an excuse. Yes, in fact, to me, I believe lack of money has worked in our advantage. We never had the luxury to say that, let's try 1,000 things. So you always picked. It would always be the case. You have 10 ideas as a founder. You have to pick which idea does fall, solve both issues. One, it will be able to solve the problems for your customers, and second, it will be able to give you a breathing line to survive. So we had faced this situation. I'll give you an example. So we had made, by the time Peabody was introduced in the market, the first challenge was, how do you get Indian women to, get through that mindset to say, dirty toilets. So agar aap kisi se problem puchoge, problem was very clear. There are no clean toilets for women on the go. Rail, road, metro, long haul flights. What are they doing right now? They're wiping the seat, making chairs. Very clear. Will they stand in pee and avoid the seat? That was already one concept that we were doing. When the idea for another innovation in this space came, where we got a full patent, like I said, for pregnancy testing, we decided that we will go ahead, finish the product, and just do a soft launch, because till the time Peabody takes a scale, there is no point, for us to introduce two products which have similar sort of a throughput. So it happens every day. And like I said, but we can't blame everything to the finances. Otherwise, we would have launched 10 products, and to launch remaining 10, we would have been in a similar position. So challenges we still face. I think lack of funds, to me at least, is an advantage. You should have adequate capital, but never more capital. More capital always lets you take some risks which are better avoided. In our case, in fact, I'm thankful that we raised those smaller rounds to achieve our break even every time, because we were clear that this is only this much of runway. So take only risks which will fit into this much of space.
Great, super. And I think the next question is somewhere connected, because it says that while you had all those ideas, the question is by Dharya, and he says that what triggered you that this would be the perfect thing to do?
Well, thanks for your question, Dharya. For me, Peabody is the only, I would say the first 3 products were because of my own experiences. I was in events earlier, like I said, 2006 to 2010, then moved to handmade carpets. I was planning to do something else, which is more fulfilling. I had seen that paisa to kamai lenge, in the sense, we'll make money in life. But it had stopped giving us, at least to me, it had stopped giving that kicks, to say that I was doing something worthwhile. To do a hotel in New York or in London was not really exciting me enough. So idea for Peabody was born as a joke on a road trip. So we were 4 couples traveling together, Delhi-Jaipur highway, and men were drinking whatever they had to drink. Women were not even having water. And at that stage, I'd said, as a joke that, see, our bodies are so better. God loves us more. We can stand and be anywhere. So at that stage, a friend's wife had suggested that, she had seen someone in Europe use a plastic makeshift contraption to stand and pee. And I thought, well, yeah, it is a possibility. So we should do something about it, because I had seen in my days at events, and I was in sales and customer service back then. So I had seen that I wanted to give my customers a great experience, but those porta potties can never be kept clean. Then I had seen during our pregnancy that last trimester, traveling for Rashi became very difficult, and my mother had arthritis. So all those 3 cases were there. So the minute the concept was proposed, I thought, well, why is it not here? Why can we not solve it for Indian women? We have 400 million women who are above the age of 14, and who would start menstruating, start going out, start having these issues. Why not solve it? So started like that on the first problem. जब आप एक solve कर लेते हो, तो 10 आपके पास अपने आप आ जाती हैं. There are customers who keep coming to you and telling you, well, can you do something about this as well? And we kept our ears and eyes open. So I would say that as an organization, we do try to say, we listen to our customers, to the best we can. We obsess about them.
Great. So again,
so that's our product.
I have a question. Yeah, thanks. So we have a question from Viraj, and he asked that, sir, how other people have helped you? And there is another question from him. It says that, have you made ideas or you have discovered? So invention versus discovery. Yeah. So if you could answer that.
So in many cases, yeah, it has been discovery. I would say all the ideas are floating here only. So I'll tell you an example. Okay. So when I initially thought of a stand and pee device, I thought, dude, Einstein, right? I'll be killing it. Then we applied for a patent, and I realized that we are not the only Einsteins who have thought about it. The first patent goes back to 1919, when we were getting shot at Jallianwala Bagh, So, but I thought any innovation is just an invention till it's commercialized. So we decided we will do it in our way. We came up with our shape. We still filed for it. So there is always a thin line. But I think how we look at it is, we are a company that should be known for introducing the products the first and start talking about it. अगर बात ही नहीं होगी तो solution ही नहीं आएंगे. So the philosophy in our case is whether it is our innovation, invention, discovery, it has to be led with the same passion. There is no discrimination. In our team, if we are talking about an anti-chaffing cream, because women get rashes in intimate areas because of pads, tampons, panty liners, running, jogging, it will be spoken with this same passion and same purpose as a menstrual cup will be, or as the India's first herbal period pain patch will be. So many products I would say we have given here which didn't exist. A couple of products I had not seen anywhere in the world. And then there are products where we have said, why are we not talking about these things? And this is what we do as an organization, that we talk about these feminine hygiene issues. And once we talk about it, it becomes mainstream, and then the products are available and they start selling.
Great. Thanks. I think Dharmesh has a couple of questions. One of them you already answered, so I'm going to skip that, Dharmesh, and just ping me again if you feel it was not answered for you correctly. I would say that the next question is that Dharmesh only asked that has your company worked on menopause issues for elderly women?
Yeah.
And can there be any innovation in this?
Yeah.
Or is something in the pipeline?
So it is, so I'll tell you what is the thesis behind which we work. Like I said, there are about 10 India first products, 2 patents, 25 odd awards we've won in this space. The pillar for us is any problem faced by women, number 1. Number 2 has to be an intimate and menstrual hygiene space. Number 3 has to be unaddressed or partly addressed. Then we move to the product development side. Product development mein philosophies has to be good for her. So we try to include ingredients which we know, at least to the best of our knowledge, are responsible. Has to be good for the society. So we run a lot of paid forward campaigns where we work with trafficked sex workers in India, Nepal, in Malawi as well, where we're moving them to sustainable menstrual hygiene products. And third, it has to be good for the environment. So the packaging and etc. we're trying to be responsible for those. And hence, in that list that we have of intimate and menstrual hygiene, we are going from menstrual to intimate to sexual to mental. There is a long list of problems that we have identified and we are going after it. As an extension of menstrual hygiene, menopausal issues is one of them, but we are trying not to do a medicine route to it. So अभी हम कोशिश कर रहे हैं उन प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करने की जो आप OTC products से सॉल्व कर सकते हैं. Anything that you can solve with OTC products. So we are working on it. So for instance, hot flashes or vaginal dryness during menopause are the issues on which we are working on. And yes, it is in the pipeline. But like I said, this is such a vast field, my friend, that one company will not be able to solve everything. All we're trying to say is, from our stable, you will find products coming out again and again so that we can ensure that discussions around this industry doesn't die. It should not just become a country जहाँ पे सिर्फ pads की बात होती है. 99% of women in India are still on pads. We are just still discussing pads with wings, with extra wings, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, I don't know what all. But it is still pads, Other dialogue needs to start, and needs to start from a for-profit social organization. So we are strictly for-profit. We are not dependent on any grants. We're not dependent on any, CSR money. We say we will make money. There are customers who are willing to pay us, right? So we'll use that money. We will put it to good use. And then obviously we will keep innovating. So to answer your question, I'm sorry again, is menopause on our cards? It certainly is an integral part. Right now we're solving it with content. Products will follow.
All right. Okay. So from there, we will take a little turn because we have a question from Bandhav. And the question is that for sustenance, will you opt for product innovation or you will give a marketing campaign boost?
Say that again.
Okay.
First half of the question I missed.
The question is for sustenance. Will you focus more on product innovation?
Yeah.
Or focus on marketing campaign boost?
So here it's a tough question to ask. It's a smart question, but let me tell you, it is also very circumstantial. At this stage, my definition of sustainability is very different. Like we are, like I said, a self-sustaining organization anyways. Now, if we have incremental dollar, I will talk about innovations only because our customers have got us here. We have, like I said, we've not sold shampoo conditioners to be where we are. I'm not saying we have done a lot in our lives, but I would still say we will survive. as an organization. So because it is the customers who made where we are, discussion around this always takes precedence. So if as of today you ask me, the budget will go towards innovation, and it will also go towards promoting what we already innovated. It is always a blend. It's not a straight line answer for me at this stage, at least. Initially, it was only about awareness.
Yeah, so we have our next question a little bit on different subject.
Nice.
So Aditya Kolawale has a question that as a social entrepreneur, what kind of help can government provide, and have you availed any government facilities to help you in your journey?
So thanks for your question. No, yeah, I think we call ourselves social only because we work for half of our population's issues. And that's why the idea is that we will solve it for those who can afford our problems and for those who can't afford our problems. We run our own paid forward campaigns. Like I said, we are working with traffic sex workers. We are working in remotest of villages in Rajasthan today. One of the core team members, Dr. Diksha, who's an MBBS gold medalist from Safdarjung, she was into preventive health for the longest time. She leads those educational programs, does it. We do not really go much towards the government because, I don't want the team to get that feeling that revenue is any less important, So when our customers, there are paying customers who are funding our expansion and who are also funding our own paid forward campaigns. So that's our philosophy. And because of that, so far, we have not availed of any government policies or any government grants or any such thing available, at least in India. Are we not open to it? We are absolutely open. But at no point will we make that as the base for our survival.
Great. Thank you, Deep, for that. So we have a question from Manya. I'm holding your question for a while because I want to ask that a little later. But don't worry, I'll ask it for sure. So Megha has a question around, Peabody, and she says that it is still unheard of in many areas in India, especially, and I'm just adding it a bit myself, especially in tier 3 rural areas. So her question is that how do you plan to create awareness around this, and what are your ideas around that?
No, thank you so much for that question, and you're correct. Anything that is a habit changing, so change anyways is a very difficult thing to achieve in anything. Agar aapke ghar ke niche mein speed breaker bhi laga दूं ना, and it's difficult from your everyday journey, you will find resistance. There's always resistance to change, and hence Peabody also will have a similar fate. And we have we have given into that thing that it is a journey which will take its own sweet time. In this phase, our focus is to say that let's sell it in tier 1 cities. Let's deliver it wherever we believe we will be able to give. And in tier 2 cities, tier 3 cities, we'll use the hospital routes to get in, because there the product becomes medicinal. Because during pregnancy or during arthritis, it elevates the standard of life a lot. So that route we are working on. By when it will reach, I can't say that, because this is all a game of which battles are we fighting at which stage of our life, right? And I love to say this, that running a startup is like fighting a war. You pick your battles. Rural India and tier 3, tier 4 towns is close to my heart, but it is not a battle that I can fight right now, because otherwise the 55 people who come to office every day and for thousands of customers who want our products right now will not be able to get it if we change our focus. So focus is, let's scale the current business to a certain level, and then we'll have a short team which will work on rural. For now, there is a team which is working on social. So we work, like I said, with traffic sex workers in Delhi, in Bombay, in Kolkata. We work with marginalized people from marginalized background also. Soon we'll shift the focus to rural. As of now, it's not there. When will it be there? I think, the good people like you will come into our lives. Some of you will hopefully join us, show us the way, and we'll do it. Yeah, it's a team thing.
Great. So again, next question is from Priyanka, and she says that there can be innovation for children who are. It is taking that innovation social turn. So I'm continuing with those such questions. So she asked that can there be innovation for children who are working on streets and on the roads?
Yeah. So yes, and it again is something which is close to our heart, especially girls there. So for at least, I mean, we are trying to do something with the kids of rack pickers or kids who are rack pickers themselves. Can something be done? बहुत कुछ कर सकते हैं यार. I mean, there is so much to do that I don't know where to start with. We are picking up hygiene, so we want to become synonymous with hygiene. Any issue that a lady faces in hygiene space, right from her, onset of her menses till menopause, you should find solutions with us, or for her family as well. So, and society plays a big role. I mean, it's a part of our core product development. Has to be good for her, good for society, good for environment. So for kids, can we do something? Absolutely. Are we doing something? We're trying to at least make the sustainable menstrual hygiene products available to them at no cost to them. So I write to my friends who are in bigger organizations to give me the CSR money, and I can fund them. I myself, we ourselves put money aside out of every product that we sell, and we try to fund projects. We recently did a project around COVID as well, where we tied up with Mr. Kapil Dev's organization, Krushi, which is an NGO, and gave out thousands of pads at no cost to women. So we are doing it. Is there something that can be done? A lot of it can be done. If you have any ideas, please give it to us. We'll be happy to try to bring it to mainstream fruition. For now, most of our ideas for the underprivileged, whether they're on the roads or their kids or their elderly, is around menstrual hygiene. So we have those, and we are introducing those.
Great, thank you. So okay, I'm going to come back to Manya's question, and so the question is that Deep, can there be innovation in the field of abolishing rote learning from India? So I think that's coming from a student. So what do you do, and what are your ideas about rote learning?
Road learning?
Yeah. Ratta maar.
अच्छा. Well, नहीं यार, अभी तो मुझे नहीं पता उसका कोई solution. Like, I don't have a solution for it. See, innovation that way is again, it's a very, the word is used and abused and over abused. But what we are trying to say is anything that fills a gap to me is in that field. Not really. I don't know. I don't have a solution right now. But I'm happy to hear more from you guys. What to do for feminine hygiene space, which is something which is close to our heart.
Okay, so great, thanks. So Viraj has a question that I have some ideas. Can I share with you, Deep sir? Yes, Viraj, more than invite
Absolutely.
To share your ideas, and Deep sir is there on all social media platforms, and if you want to help, you can shoot all your questions to us maybe later on, email, WhatsApp, and we'll make sure that we reach Deep sir, and he is able to address all those points that you have.
Absolutely. My request is just don't sub me. My name is Deep, and I love to be called Deep. My parents named me Deep for a reason. In fact, a joke that goes is, मेरे mom dad को पता था कि मैं P के business में होऊंगा. That's why they named me Deep. If you spell it backwards, it becomes Peed. So they knew I'll be in the P business. So P is good. Let's just keep it to Deep. Yeah.
Great, thank you. I have a question, Deep, for you, and I want to sort of take that direction of the conversation there as well. You have become, your brands have become synonymous with innovation in marketing. So we see a lot of creativity around your ad campaigns, especially the ones that you release on YouTube. I think they are smashing hits. I'm a big fan of that. So I want to know from you the process that goes into creating such creative campaigns, and what do you set out to begin with, and how do you go about it?
So the only thing that I do, thank you for your kind words. The only thing that I do, Amit, is I tell the creative teams that I will not get into your thought process. The only thing that I need delivered is problem to be called out loud. So for instance, when we were talking about, P-Buddy as a product, I told them that the problem that women have is urine control. In the sense, they're always controlling urine from a different wards. So whether they are going on a road trip, so they'll plan that, if I have to go to a Ristedar's house, I'll pee in the house so that I don't have to use a, washroom on the way. If it's a journey to, office, they know where exactly do they need to stop. So their life is planned around controlling their urine. And the brief that I gave to this agency was, guys, I want that to be called out. I don't want a pink packaging. I don't want it to be soft, subtle, feminine, nothing like that. It's a simple product which solves a simple problem. It needs to be created in a way which the young generation today identifies with. And the young generation today is much more ahead. Like, I think they're smarter by leaps and bounds than my generation, at least. You know, to say they're smart, they're sharp, they believe in calling a spade a spade. So let the communication be also direct. So we do believe in giving a lot of creative freedom to guys who are good at their work. And that touchwood for us has worked. And whatever, again, awards we've won in this space, being a startup, I mean, we've taken on very big FMCG companies, you know, in these competitions, and we've landed up winning them, was only because of that freedom which was given, the creative freedom, which you need to give to your creative team, you know. So yeah, that's how it has been so far, Amit.
Sir, may I ask a question?
Please go ahead, man.
Yes,
Desh
Rohan.
Azad hai, aap swatantra
Okay,
hai,
sir.
bilkul
Sir, like you told, sir, you made a product, a really brilliant
sir na
product.
boliye.
Hello, sir, am I audible now?
Ji.
Yes, sir. Sir, you made so a brilliant product and a really good product. Sir, can you tell me about what was your journey for making this product? Means, how did you got an idea from internet, from anything, or you have it on your own mind for years?
Okay, Rohan, I think Mr. Deep answered that in a bit when he talked about the road journey that he took with friends. I'll make sure that I have that clipping for you later on. But I'm sorry, I'm barging, Mr. Deep, over to you now. But that's answered, so we can share that as well.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right. So keeping with the flow, I want to ask Deep that, you know, when we talk about these campaigns and the liberty that you give to your teams, at the same time, there must be a certain factor of or a check that you would have in place, something that you must have in the campaign. So I want to know that one thing. And the second would be that, you know, how well I think you have used influencers on social media. So, and this is social media generation. So I want to bring to that, how do you leverage social media for your marketing?
So yeah, I'd say what we have used reasonably well is PR. So what I have done is I've kept in touch with people who helped us initially. And that is something that will be my advice to you guys also. You will find a lot of people who are helping you in your journey. Journey could be your studies. It could be your professional journey, personal journey with your teachers, mentors. It's important to keep in touch with them. And today, because of that habit of keeping in touch with the people that I meet, we started getting a lot of, I would say, mind space from them, which helped us get a lot of media coverages. So for instance, we once were covered by Hindustan Times. They did a story. I kept in touch with the journalist. I keep telling her on what we are doing. I have a list which I called shameless spamming list, on which Amit is also there, by the way. And you know, whenever there is an update, I send it. And that's a thing that you might want to, you know, use, because it has worked, at least in my case. So that girl moved to Fortune, the magazine. And because I had kept in touch and somebody asked her, hey, do you know somebody who is doing something different, something unique? She proposed my name, and we were on the Fortune 40 and the 40 from there. Then we're looking at the Economic Times 40 and the 40 happened, and we won some other awards as well. Media for us has given us a lot of space to share our stories. To me, that has been something that we played rather well, as opposed to influencers. Because today, so where I get confused is, you know, if I have to pay you to write about me, I just do not, I somewhere in my heart know that, you know, it might not be a genuine feedback. So if you ask me personally, influencer marketing, absolutely great. I mean, people have hundreds and millions of followers. In my case, I'm still more to say that, you know, let's get media to write about you guys, to your stuff, and get, you know, customers to know through that route. In our creative campaigns also, that's the simple brief. Like I said initially, the only call to action has to be that content has to be shareable. You make something which has 100,000, 500,000, 5 million likes and 20 shares. To me, that's not going to cut it. A campaign that has only 100,000 views and let's say 1,500, 2,000, 3,000 shares, to me something which shows, you know, you were able to achieve that basic thing of invoking action. Now, invoking action to me is talk about it. As a country, we have spoken, like I said, about dirty toilets in a different way, period pain in a different way. For rag pickers, there was a question. We came up with these disposal bags for clean and hygienic disposal of sanitary products. And they were the main people because of whom we launched that product. That women face a lot of issues in trying to find, things to throw their pads in. And when we throw them in plastic or we throw them in newspaper, by the time it reaches landfills, the rag pickers pick up E. coli, salmonella, and 10 other infections. So can we save that? And if you're able to communicate that through your communication, and if Amit lands up sharing with at least one person, that campaign is a success. So those are my take on, if you are planning something, please keep in touch with people who you speak to. Media to me is a great platform for you to spread awareness, to bring credibility. Today, there are a lot of people who've launched similar products, but media still. So my people my people who I've kept in touch with send me a message and saying, you know, see, this guy's copied. And that has only happened because you've kept in touch. So for me, spreading a word is keep in touch with the folks who have helped you. Second, media is incredibly powerful. Please keep them engaged as much as possible. Creative freedom is very important. If it doesn't go right, no problem. Keep trying it, you know, and there are campaigns which will take off. And then obviously influencers, to me, I'm not the best guy to answer, but we do have a lot of influencers talking about us to answer it in brief.
Great. So we have another one coming in from Karthik Khanna.
Okay.
Says, how have others attempted to solve this problem before? And why did their solutions or products succeeded or failed? And why is yours a success?
Well, I'd say that, you know, in my case, I can only talk on my behalf, my friend. I can't talk about others, if they've been successes, failures, whether they've come before or after. There are many times when failure is outside your control also. Like there are many businesses which were doing so well and COVID has changed their course forever. Was it an entrepreneur's fault? No. Unfortunately, in this country, again, success has many fathers and failure has none. Or as Sachin Bansal says, failure has one, which is the founder. So there are times when their business might have folded for no fault of theirs. So I would not want to say that they gave up too soon. In my case, what has worked so far is persistence. And I'm a huge fan of this quality. I believe if you're persistent, and that stems from the 1,000-day philosophy as well, to say, you know, people will come, people will go. Our commitment to this is we will solve it till we can to the best of our ability. And that's what we are doing. So that one thing of persistence so far has kept us going, has kept our journey strong. And I hope that continues. Why did they fail? Many factors. I have nobody to comment on anybody else.
So we have another question from Purnima. And Purnima says that how do you empathize with your customers? And if not, where does the motivation to relate and create products for female hygiene products comes? And do you follow any methodology for surveying or interviewing your potential customers in the beginning?
So like I said, we believe in keeping in touch with everybody that we met. So obviously customers are the first ones, you know, through our network. So it is a constant iterative process. Every year we have about 150 to 200 campus ambassadors who we onboard, who talk about these issues within their groups. There are questionnaires that we have found, which gives us a lot of insights into what is the youth today facing when they are traveling. Whether it's toilets or it's menstrual hygiene or it's intimate hygiene or it's anxiety, depression, whatever you're facing, there are questions that we have. That becomes the first source to feed into us what is happening. Our customers anyways are now friends, or you know, most of them, the ones who are initial users of Peabody, they themselves tell us, you know, this time this was missing, this time this is better, this is becoming good. So we do that as well. And like I said, it's an ever evolving process here. Kabhi bhi koi bhi ek formula will not answer all the you know, questions for you. Same is the case in our case. Customers give us suggestions, we work on them, and we come up with products. I don't know if that was the question, but that's what we do. We do emails, we do WhatsApp, we do keep in touch through other forums as well. But for us, the main force is these campus ambassadors that we have, and a lot of women communities who we keep organizing sessions with, who give us the true insights into what is happening.
Okay, so Deep, I have one question from my side. Say, whenever there is a startup which is being, formed, and then the process is started. So the founders are, having that thought that, okay, this is the idea which I am working upon, and they are emotionally attached with it. So when the team comes up and you have your initial set of team, how do you imbibe that in your team, that, how do you get them along or get that feeling of going along with you?
Yeah, so again, देखो आप ना मुखौटा बहुत देर के लिए नहीं पहन सकते. थोड़े टाइम बाद people can see, do you really mean this, or you are saying this to say this, right? And your actions are always supposed to be in line with your basic philosophy. जैसे हमारे केस में अगर हमने बोला कि यार we have to do things for those who can't even afford it, तो हमने अपना paid forward campaign चलाया, अभी भी करते हैं. जब पॉल्यूशन आता है दिल्ली में, हम पॉल्यूशन मास्क देते हैं, रिक्शा पुलर्स को कम देते हैं, पर देते हैं. क्यों? क्योंकि टीम को कभी भी ये नहीं लगना चाहिए यार कि ये वाला जो पार्ट है that is only there for namesake. Somewhere initially it is difficult to get right aligned people with you because सबके खर्चे हैं यार. EMIs महीने के महीने आती हैं और वो पे करनी ही होती हैं, कितना भी आपके दिल में दूसरों के लिए अच्छा करने का जज्बा हो या ना हो. So शुरू में बहुत मुश्किल होता है, थोड़ा बहुत सेल होता है, आप थोड़ा बहुत पैसा दे सकते हैं. Then I think while you're hiring, at that stage, telling them what you really want to do and telling them that they will also have to do this has something which has worked for us. So now, like we have interns who go to, like say, जब हम GB Road का हमारा project चल रहा था दिल्ली में, interns were told कि भाई जाना पड़ेगा, ये वो नहीं कि certificate मिल जाएगा आपको बिना काम करे. Now the team also sees it. अभी जब हमारा एक और कैंपेन हमने किया कोविड के आसपास, when we gave out pads, entire team was asked that guys, this needs to be done. There are women in this particular village who we want to give pads. Obviously, we will not give non-biodegradable pads. अपने pads देंगे, but we want to do this. So their alignment has to come. And again, it is at your level. It's very important that your actions also exhibit that you, whatever you are saying, it happens. So अगर हम innovation की बात करते हैं, तो हम P-Buddy के बाद रुके नहीं. हमने P-Buddy के बाद 10 और products लेकर आए, which were also equally relevant. If we say that we are obsessed with customers, then if there is a complaint, we'll listen to that complaint. वो philosophy नहीं कि आप ठीक है छोड़ दिया, 2-3 बार का आंसर मत करो, कस्टमर भूल जाएगा. नहीं होता है. अगर आप कोई प्रॉब्लम रोज होती है, आप एस्केलेट करते तो होगा. अगर हम बोलते हैं कि it has to be a great place for our team and our colleagues to work at, then we have ensured that in the last 5 years, not even once our salaries have been delayed, even if it means taking a loan against our house. So there are many ways in which you let these guys know, because at the end of the day हम सब social beings हैं. किसी को P-Buddy से थोड़ी कोई मोहब्बत है या किसी प्रोडक्ट से थोड़ी मोहब्बत है, पागलपन से मोहब्बत है कि नहीं साथ करेंगे, इसको सॉल्व करेंगे. क्रीम बेचना आसान है, it is difficult to sell this, let's do difficult things. And in many ways we as team members need to be able to walk the talk. Even in COVID, I think we might be the only or the one of few organizations जो हम appraisals कर रहे हैं. We are increasing the money to say that हमारी सेल गिरी, फिर थोड़ी वापस आ गई. अब वापस आ गई तो मैं क्यों बोलूं कि 6 महीने बाद क्या होगा, इसीलिए we'll conserve capital. So in many ways, if we say that they're family, we show that they're family. So that's what, yeah. So sum total of a lot of things. कोई एक आंसर नहीं है.
Great. I think a lot of bites of wisdom in those words. Sudeep, again, I would sort of now sort of take you to a level where these kids which are with us, they want to innovate, they want to do something, they think of ideas. And so as a student, what would be your advice to them? How should they go about this process of thinking? Because they may or may not end up doing that implementation of the idea as of now. There could be many iterations and ifs and buts and questions to be answered. But right
Sure.
at the beginning, when they think about it, your wisdom as to how to just go about it and how to just keep that mind buzzing with ideas.
Guys, you have phenomenal talent. I'm again telling you, I keep saying this new generation is super talented. The thing that we need, which will put us on the world map, is people like you need to keep innovating. And if you have an idea, I would say go for it. देखिए, whether it is parents or it is some of the mentors that you might have, nobody means you're bad, but they would always trying to protect you. So protection का मतलब क्या यार, अब तुमने graduation कर लिया, MBA कर लिया, नौकरी कर दो, because you know आप सही रास्ते पे चलोगे, उस रास्ते पे जाके घर की EMIs पे होंगी, फिर शादी होंगी, फिर बच्चा होगा. They have a life set for you. Now you are trying to do something different. Now something different needs to be spoken to somebody who has done something different. You know, people who have not followed the same path. So my request will be find out about fellow, innovators who you find happiness talking to and launch the product. There is nothing called finding a battle on paper. Battles have to be fought on ground. If you have an idea, please launch it. नहीं तो चलेगा तो क्या बोलेंगे लोग? अरे इसने तो स्कूल कॉलेज में ही देखो innovation launch कर दी थी. So you keep trying, keep hitting, and one day obviously you'll hit the jackpot. So don't be afraid of it not working. The fact that you're on a different path, somebody will fall in love with your passion and say, "Yaar, हमारे साथ करते हैं." Like in my case also, if there are people who have innovated, in fact, I'll maybe huddle with Amit after this call to see maybe we can also launch, a campaign together where they are innovators. We are happy to take care of those innovations if they don't want to pursue. Maybe we can give them a royalty or credit or stuff like that. So it is important for you to ensure that your idea sees the day of light, and it will happen, if you're at it. So suggestion is, agar idea hai to launch kar do. There is nothing called competition eating away. There is nothing called somebody stealing your idea and running away. अगर है भी तो यार, अगर किस्मत में वो लिखा हो तो वैसे भी होगा. जब सैमसंग और एप्पल के बीच में हो जाता है तो हम क्या चीज हैं, So launch it, go for it. Yes, you can take advice and you can protect it as much as you want, but launch it. Analysis paralysis में beyond a point मत घुसो. तो example देता हूँ आपको. जब मैं 2013 में बात कर रहा था कि Indian Women will stand in P, इतने लोग हंसे हम पे, इतने लोग हंसे, it's not funny. एक बार I remember BBC did a story. English में बहुत तारीफ आई, हिंदी वाली कवरेज में बहुत गालियां आई कि कैसे उल जलूल चीजें बना रहे हो तुम औरतों के लिए. Today there are, I think, 6-7 startups who have launched similar products. We have sold about 2 million P-Buddies. There are 4 investors who've been talking to us regularly to take money from us because, they have seen that when it comes to conceptually, we can sell. But those are 13 में case study था ही नहीं. तो आपकी innovation में भी similar thing might be happening. अभी आपको लगता होगा यार यहाँ होगा नहीं होगा, किसी को नहीं पता. किसी ने सोचा था कि लोग ऐप से गाड़ी मंगाएंगे, ऐप से खाना मंगाएंगे. हमारे जैसे देश में आज TikTok is on everybody's phone है. अभी आप तो बैन करा दिया मोदी जी ने, but हर जगह है. So you do not know how explosive your idea is. Please do not take it lightly. Please do not speak to people who are destructively criticizing it. If you have an idea, protect it. It is like your child. If you don't protect it, you can't expect anybody else to protect it either. So go for it. That's the piece of advice there. I mean, you guys are the future. I'm scared already.
Okay, so we have more questions coming up, and Mukund asks, and he has messaged me. Mukund, you can put it on the group as well. Anyways, I'll ask. It says that what has been the most challenging part of your journey till now? He wants to know what has been the toughest.
Toughest कोई एक नहीं है यार, रोज का टफ बदल जाता है. जैसे किसी दिन कुछ है. I think the keeping yourself positive is the toughest. I think अगर एक चीज को बोलना है ना, अगर आप अपने आप को किसी तरह पॉजिटिव रख सकते हो. जैसे मेरे टाइम पे कोई I'm talking 2005, right, when I started. So my parents have been always supportive. जो करना है करो, touch wood, I got an equally good wife who said, fair enough, do it. I gave up events at the top of my career. Then I decided that I don't want to do carpets, So, and they've been very supportive. The thing that I didn't really get any mentor or tutor or teacher for was how to fix this, because अगर mind controlled है, आप किसी भी चीज पे विजय पा सकते हो. बिकॉज यहीं पे तो है ना यार, बहुत बड़ी प्रॉब्लम है, बहुत छोटी प्रॉब्लम है, कहां से शुरू हुई? प्रॉब्लम तो सामने उसी साइज की है. एनी प्रॉब्लम इज ओनली बिग एंड स्मॉल इन योर हेड. So the biggest thing to me has been keeping myself positive. That's why, like I said, when I went to New York for something else, I met this monk, Dandapani, and I tried to understand how to keep your own head in control. Because there are times कि आपको पता भी नहीं चलेगा कि आप ही के लाइफ में कोई एनर्जी वैम्पायर होगा, बहुत क्लोज भी हो सकता है, So, और वो एनर्जी वैम्पायर क्या करता है, जैसे हमारे केस में एक आध एडवाइजर्स थे, वो जब भी आते थे तो दे वुड ऑलवेज टॉक अबाउट अ कंपटीशन जो हमारे प्रोडक्ट कॉपी कर लेता है. And it would instantly switch me off. I would like, oh yeah, how do you solve it? How do you solve it? You get into that phase, right? So one of the things which is important and critical for you to answer at our stage, or the biggest challenge that you will face, is keeping yourself positive. So whatever works for you, please go for it. If you're into gymming, don't leave it. If you're into running, don't leave it. If you're into meditation, do not leave it. Have something where you can get an outlet where your brain can switch off and reboot again, So that's one of the biggest challenges, that how do you keep yourself positive? Because the entire organization is taking, देखो पेड़ तो ऊपर है, जड़ तो आप हो ना. So अगर आप सड़क से नहीं खा रहे हो, नहीं आप पोषण ले पा रहे हो, तो ऊपर का पेड़ भी उतना ही वीक होगा. So your mental peace is a parallel to say that that's very important. How do you mentally keep yourself strong? So that is the biggest challenge, I would say, which you should also be working on.
As you just mentioned that there were some competitors who were pricing the product a little bit on the lower side. So we have a question on that also. So it may happen that your competitor has a better product and is willing to sell or promote it at a lower price. So what type of strategies do you take to maximize your business or counter that?
So I think as an organization, we've always believed that, what others do, you can't control. What you can control is what do you do with your customers and your product. And see, it will never be a one player takes it all market. We are not a tech product. It's a consumer product. There'll be multiple players. Otherwise, there is Wipro, there is Emami, there is Dabur, there is 100 others, ITC is there, Unilever is there. Similarly, in our case also, there'll be more competition. If the competition has better product, very good. I'm happy because the industry is going forward. The issue is there where you're just getting the same product and, pricing it cheaper to say, they don't have the same marketing budgets. They don't have the same commitment towards maybe paying it forward and towards spreading a word. Wahan pe dikkat aati hai, which is also like short-term irritants here. So we believe that we need obsessed with our customers. Can we treat our customers better? If our customers are not happy, whether there is a competition, no competition, we'll have to fold. So in your business also, that needs to be the philosophy, that can I serve my customers better and retain? जो बाहर हो रहा है external stimulus है, उस पे beyond a point आपका control वैसे ही नहीं है. For instance, a great startup that I admire, Book My Show, profitable, running it well, COVID comes in, situation changes, And on the other hand, you look at Make My Trip, you look at Booking.com, you look at Airbnbs, you look at, there's another friend of mine who runs Wow Momos. He was just telling me that's in first 10 years that they've had a lost quarter. So there's so many things. कितनी चीजों के बारे में सोचेंगे, कितनी चीजों के बारे में obsess करेंगे. So internally philosophy है, let's obsess over our customers and our product. If we are bad, let's fix it. If we are good, let's just stick to the same philosophy and ensure that our customers do not get a reason to, feel disgruntled.
Great. Thank you for answering that. So we have a question from Kalyani, and it takes us back to awareness. So she is asking that on Women's Day, she tried to run an awareness campaign in her college with the girls about the menstrual cups and the problem. And, she felt that there were a lot of issues around it. So she asked that what are the ways you suggest to introduce this concept in front of college girls that are there studying with her? So that's what she's asking.
I'm so happy that you took this initiative, no matter which cup you spoke about. The fact that you're proposing alternate to what is there right now is already shows a change which is taking place in our country. There are girls, and like I said, super thankful to you, super proud of you for doing this, because back in our days at college, there was no dialogue around this. Girls on their first day of period would not be there at college, So thank you for doing it, first of all. Really, really thankful to you. What you should do, just keep talking and you will keep getting better at finding better resources. In our case, if you need access, we can organize webinars where I can get Dr. Diksha to be there and tell them about cups, to how to use, how to clean, how to maintain. And that's what I can do. There are many videos which are available on the product. And so that's what I believe. We would love to maybe contribute and join hands and do it together. But thank you for doing it nonetheless.
Okay, great. So Deep, I have a question that I want to ask. And again, it's from the student's perspective that I want to ask this. you know, there are always going to be, as you rightly said, there are a lot of vampires who take away the energy. But I think along with that, there is this aspect of failure that has
Yeah.
been built into us, that we are scared about it. So as a person, what has been your mantra to deal with it and to not worry about it? So
So
maybe you could help students with some tips as to how they don't have to fear the failure.
well, you know, आप जैसे मैंने आपको बोला ना, या तो आप मेरे को गारंटी दे दो कि तू ये कर और 100%, like 1000% there'll be success. That nobody can tell you. Let me tell you again, if you're trying to do anything different, and by different I don't mean innovation, by different I mean different from your so-called well-wishers definition of routine, उसमें आपको ऑब्सेशन आएगा ही आएगा. सो आप आज छोले भटूरे की दुकान खरीदो या खोलो, उसमें भी सेम आपको बातें सुनने को मिलेगी, या अगर आप सोने की बेचोगे तब भी सेम बातें मिलेंगी. एंड हेंस इट इज इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर यू टू नो दैट लोग तो बातें करेंगे ही करेंगे. People will talk. The minute you talk about doing something different, people will have a problem. Not only with business, yeah, you try anything. Like I said, I mean, you talk about sexuality, you talk about gender, you talk about education. Science का बच्चा अगर arts ले ले, arts का बच्चा science ले ले, pilot, engineering, you know, MBA. I mean, there are notions that people have about anything and everything in life. My 2 cents on this is, see, you are all born with different talent, which you know best. If you know you're a good singer, and there are people who constructively criticize you, tell you that you're good, you need to practice. You don't know if you're going to be the next Arijit Singh. If you're a good cricketer, Virat Kohli also came out of people like you. And if you're a good in badminton, Sindhu, all these girls were also good at whatever they knew they were good at. But somebody nurtured that talent. Hence, it is important that if you have something really strongly believe in, it is good to give it a shot without keeping an eye on the outcome. If you believe the product chal sakta hai, it will sell. Don't keep a dollar value to the risk that you will do. Just say, I want to launch it. I want to hear from 50, 30 people that yes, it solved my problem. And then 50 will convert into 50,000. And be okay with if it doesn't work, because at least you tried. Irrespective of what you do, people will have opinion. It is important for you to stick to what you believe gives you happiness at the end of the day. Or at least that's my way of going about my business as of today. When something stops giving me happiness, I just can't be in it.
Great. Thank you so much for that. Okay, one more question, and I'm sort of trying to address, maybe there is an elephant in the room that somebody is not asking.
Yeah.
And I'm sure a lot of hesitation comes out when we talk about female hygiene. हम
Yeah.
झिझकते हैं बात करने में, और लगता है कि यार ये, and especially I'm talking from a perspective of a male, कि
Yeah.
मैं इसके बारे में बात करूं नहीं करूं, और बोलूं भी कि नहीं, और तो नहीं लगेगा, एम्बैरेसिंग तो नहीं लगेगा. तो आई वांट कि ये आप खासकर, बिकॉज वी हैव लॉट ऑफ किड्स हियर, ये आप जरूर एड्रेस करो कि व्हाई इट इज सो इम्पोर्टेंट जस्ट टॉक ओपनली एंड नॉट वरी कि ये एक सेट नोशन में है या नहीं है. तो योर थॉट्स ऑन दैट.
क्योंकि आप कोई भी बात करो, अगर देखिए हम सबकी बाउंड्रीज हमारे बड़ों ने सेट करी हुई है ना. बड़े कोई भी हो सकते हैं, लाइक ऐसे पेरेंट्स हो सकते हैं, बड़ा भाई हो सकता है, कजन हो सकते हैं. उन बाउंड्रीज के बाहर आप कभी भी जाओ, किसी भी टॉपिक की बात कर लो. जैसे मेरे केस में बाउंड्री क्या थी, यू आर अ मैन, हाउ कैन यू स्टार्ट टॉकिंग अबाउट हाइजीन इश्यूज, एंड दैट टू फीमेल हाइजीन इश्यूज, एंड दैट टू इंटीमेट. यू नो, इतनी सारी बाउंड्रीज थी, और मैं सारी बाउंड्रीज तोड़ने की बातें कर रहा हूँ. तो जिन लोगों को प्रॉब्लम थी, उन लोगों को प्रॉब्लम तब भी थी जब मैंने ये डिसाइड किया कि मैं, सो आई डिड माय मास्टर्स फ्रॉम ऑस्ट्रेलिया, और जब मेरे को वापस आना था, वो सेम लोग थे जिन्होंने तब भी बोला था, अरे वापस क्यों आ रहे, वहीं नौकरी कर ले. फिर मैं वापस आके मैंने इवेंट्स किया, तो इन लोगों ने बोला, अच्छा हाँ देख कितना अच्छा कर रहे हो इवेंट्स में, तो इवेंट्स करना अच्छे किए, एंड इवेंट्स वी वर डूइंग वेरी वेरी वेल. देन व्हेन आई डिसाइडेड टू मूव अवे फ्रॉम इवेंट्स, द सेम पीपल सेड, घर कैसे चलेगा, ईएमआईस कहां से जाएंगी, अभी तो शादी करी है, डू यू रियली वांट टू गिव इट अप. सो you know, the same people had opinion then. Similar thing happened with carpets as well. The point that I'm trying to make is, people who have a safe, risk-free taking mentality would always be averse to anything different that you are doing. In my case, it was a man trying to solve female hygiene products. That was not their problem. The problem was तूने पहले किया नहीं है. How do you know you'll be able to do it? So they were just trying to protect me. And I think for me, it was more important to pursue what I thought I want to give. Like I would rather celebrate my life for being full of failures, which I tried, than be a moderate success by just being in a routine thing, whether it's a job or business.
Awesome. 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 Thank you so much for sharing that. Sudeep, I think we are getting to the sort of end of questions here, and I know we have taken up, the time limit is also about to hit. So
No
before
problem.
I want to take up that offer that you mentioned, I can't let it go unutilized. So yes, we have a lot of students with us who have these ideas, and we would love to create a structure where maybe we can present those ideas in front of you in some ways, and from
Please do.
there on, whatever could be the methodology of picking up certain ideas, maybe on royalties, or maybe even helping them to bring it to the next level so that they sort of are ready to be taken up. We would love to have that opportunity.
Absolutely.
I say that on
Goes
behalf of
without
all my participating students. I
Absolutely.
Great. So I would keep on messaging you about this structure. I hope that we create that very soon. And I would just run around the country saying that I have a structure in place. Please share your ideas. So
I would love to.
great.
I would love to help on that here. And like I said, I could see a young Agam Singh also who switched on his camera, and it is so exciting and encouraging because Agam ji आपकी उम्र में तो मतलब पता नहीं था मैं क्या कर रहा था लाइफ में. आप अभी भी एक webinar attend कर रहे हो, so you are already a rock star in my eyes. And other kids also, I'm sure there'll be young people here.
Thank you, sir.
I see Amika, Aman as well, and they are, I mean, such young kids. They're so beautiful to see this. So like I said, yeah, anything that I can do, Amit, I would love to do. Let's see how we can do it in a structured manner where this can be an annual thing that we both can do together. And any of these kids need any help, that will be our paid forward as well. So would love to do it here.
Deep, one last question on the same kind of thing which we are talking about. So while we are in our school days, shaping to our next level, mentoring plays a lot of very huge importance in our life. And even I would say that I have also have had some lack of that. I have been always looking for options, but I could not find that one thing. So at this stage, it is an option of you are choosing one mentor, or whom to listen about, how to go about it, that that you want a mentor and you have to choose somebody.
So yeah, I think again, ये बच्चे जो है ना, this generation is very smart again. मतलब मेरी तरह तो नहीं है, definitely don't do. So that's a good thing. The good part is, what we need to ensure is that if they have any idea, they should just reach out to people. And let me tell you, today there are found more than happy to make time. I think we should I could get a angel network to create certain slots in the calendar to ensure that we make time for these people, like every once a month, once a week basis. जब तक वो नहीं भी होता, तब तक भी the way is watch videos, look at the speeches, like people that you like, reach out to them on LinkedIn, reach out to them on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, जहाँ पे भी वो हैं, and get a slot from them and then ask whatever your questions are. And today, because of technology, world has become a very small place. So today you can reach out to somebody in the US also if you don't like anybody in India. And those are my 2 cents. Yeah, that it's, again, I'm saying your idea is like your baby. Look at how your parents protect you. They protect you, right? कुछ भी होता है तो छाता सबसे पहले आपके लिए आता है, and all of that happens. So similarly, your idea is your baby. You need to protect it. You need to nurture it. You need to give it food, and then whatever it takes. If it takes a mentor, we'll speak to a mentor. If it needs a store, then we'll speak to the store wala uncle. But do whatever. You guys are insanely, like I'm saying, you don't even know how talented you guys are.
Exactly. So we have a lot of participants from our idea challenge who are already building with that idea. So
I can't hear anyone.
Seeing a lot of them coming in there. Hello.
Yeah, hi.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we got you back. So yes,
Hello.
so, Simant was saying that we have got a lot of people on, with ideas. Lot of students have participated in the pitch challenge as well. So maybe Deepa, what I'll do is I'll share a YouTube link for you whenever you have time. Maybe you can go through some of the ideas that these kids are presented. We have put
Awesome.
all of them on YouTube. So I'll make sure that I'll share that link with you. So whenever
Awesome.
you have a bit of a time, maybe you can dig. Then I also have a request coming in from a lot of people, and that's in my private box. So sorry I missed that. It was that can people connect with you over LinkedIn, and maybe if they have a profile there, they can sort of reach out to you and connect with you, and maybe kids could follow you over there as well. So your thoughts on that? I think we have a free screen. So somehow we lost some connection.
Hello.
Yes.
So I couldn't get the question, but the question is because I heard LinkedIn and
Yeah. So the question was that could people connect with you over LinkedIn and follow you there as well? Was it okay with you? Okay, so we have some disconnection network issues, guys. So yes, I think Deep won't mind you following him on LinkedIn. That's a very simple option. So please do that if you are there. And there are a lot of other channels as well for students on social media where you can do.
sorry, Amit, I think
Okay,
network.
so
Yeah. Yes, so you can connect with me. I'm sorry if that was the question on Instagram or on LinkedIn, whatever is your fancy, and happy to help, happy to stay in touch. If there are Amit any programs, like I said, which you can create, we keep hiring interns. So if you believe that these are, I don't know the age group beyond a point, but if we can do something, we'd love to create internship program exclusively again with your students every year.
wow. So actually, Deep, I had a question from Megha, and that says that can they connect with you and apply as intern? So yes, that's
Absolutely.
Megha. So we will create a bridge, and I'll talk to you, Megha, as well. So we will create a bridge, and we'll make sure that we have the right applications reaching Deep.
Absolutely, let's do it.
Great. So with that, thank you so much, Deep. And I want to thank not just from my side, but from all the student side, as well as the ESL at IMC. They have been like super supportive and super quiet on the show as well. Because, let their questions overshadow the questions of the kids. So thank you so much, guys. Samar, Nikhil,
Thank you, sir.
else who has been on the call. Great support. Once again, Deep, thank you so much for the time. Sunday morning, 1.5 hours for us. We are so damn lucky. And thank you so much for giving that time to us. And everybody loved hearing you out.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much for having me over. And like I said, please go ahead. You guys, stars, I'm sure you'll do well together soon. Thank you so much over here.
Thanks a lot, Deep.
Thank you.
Bye. Thanks.
All right.
Okay, thank you, Deep.
Bye-bye. Have a good
Thank
day.
you, everyone. If you talk about, you can follow us, Youth Startup Network, at all the handles. And ESL is also there, ESL IIMC. So their hashtag is ESL IIMC. So on FB, Insta, LinkedIn, Twitter. And for Youth Startup Network, you can always search @Youth Startup Network at all the platforms. So you can follow us, all the events, all the updates we have. We keep pushing in regularly now.
Bye, guys. Thanks a
Guys,
ton.
thank you. Thanks, Deep. Thanks a lot for your time today.
Pleasure. Thank you. Thank you,
Pleasure
guys.
having you.
Bye. Thanks.
Bye, everyone.
Okay, thank you, everyone. Thanks for your questions and thanks for making this seminar a very informative one.
Thank you,
Thank
guys.
you, sir. Bye.
Bye. Thanks.